Today I was planning to share an exciting announcement, something I've been looking forward to share with everyone for a while. But with everything that's come out in the last 24 hours, it just didn't feel right to make that video. Instead, I want to take a moment to acknowledge what's been happening in the book community and share a few brief thoughts. A few weeks ago, I made a video discussing the Neil Gaiman situation, and at the time, I hoped it would be the last time I'd have to talk about something like that for a while because I don't enjoy making those types of videos. But now, here we are again. And to be completely honest, this might be the hardest video I've ever had to make, because it involves someone I've looked up to for years. If you haven't heard, then yesterday, YouTuber Naomi King uploaded a video where Naomi detailed how Daniel Greene has allegedly sexually assaulted her twice. Naomi also shared that after posting a video discussing about her experience with manipulation and SA without naming anyone, Daniel responded by sending her a cease and desist letter, seemingly assuming it was about him. The video is absolutely heartbreaking and raw and really highlights the impact SA has on survivors, and I can't even imagine the pain of sharing that video publicly. Now, I won't be going into further detail here, but I'll leave a link below for those who want to watch Naomi's video for themselves. I do warn you though that it contains graphic details. So this has obviously been incredibly difficult for me to process. When the news broke, I was at work and listened to it there, and honestly, it had ruined my entire day. Now, even a day later, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But at the end of the day, my feelings are not what's important here. First and foremost, my heart goes out to Naomi King. I can't even imagine what they've been through, and I truly hope Naomi is able to find healing and support. Naomi King is the real victim here in the situation, not me. But I have to be honest, this news has hit harder than the Neil Gaiman situation, at least on a personal level. The truth is, this channel might not even have existed if it weren't for Daniel Greene. He's had a profound impact on my life, and I've been watching his content for over 5 years, and I really valued his opinion in the book community. I mean, some of my most prized possessions are my copies of Preach of Peace and Rebel's Creed, which both have signed book plates in it, and at the time, I was so excited to own them, and they meant a lot to me as a fan of his work. I even made a video called something like How Stephen King and Daniel Greene changed my life a couple of years ago when I started my channel, where I talked about how Daniel was the first booktuber I ever came across, and his videos made me fall in love with reading fantasy, which ultimately led to the creation of this channel, Library of a Viking. Since then, he has followed me on social media, I followed him, and he even participated in one of my best books according to booktubers collaborations, which at the time was a huge highlight for me as a new booktuber. That said, while our paths have crossed a little, I've actually never spoken to Daniel personally or met him in real life. We've had some really brief chats on Instagram, but beyond that, my connection to him has been pretty limited. So I need to be completely honest here. I cannot really understate some of the positive impact Daniel Greene has had on my life. Because of that, my initial instinct was to wait before making this video, to take more time to process everything. But at the same time, I just couldn't bring myself to go on posting regular content as if nothing has happened. On top of that, I have also received several messages from followers asking me to speak on this matter, so here we are. Here is where I stand. Right now, the only evidence we have is Naomi King's video, and I have to say, the evidence presented is deeply troubling. I'm only a human, and all I can do is to assess the situation based on what has been shared. But as of now, I have to say that I no longer want to be associated with Daniel Greene, and I'm absolutely devastated that someone who has been a role model to me in the community has allegedly acted in such horrible ways. And to Naomi King, I just want to say that you are incredibly strong for coming forward and sharing your story. I mean, I cannot even imagine the pressure and pain you've been under or what you've had to deal with for the past 2 years. Truly, I applaud your courage and I pray that God grants you healing and peace. Obviously, this news just broke yesterday, and I have no doubt that more information will come to light in the next days or weeks ahead. I truly pray that these allegations will be taken seriously and investigated fairly so justice can be found. But as things stand right now, I'm still trying to process everything and come to terms with it. And therefore, I don't have more to say right at this moment, but what I do know for certain is that my support is fully behind Naomi King.